Alright, we should have gas, and then once we get gas, we'll be good to go hit the road.
8-ounce Gatorade Thirst Quenchers for just $4.50. Some classic flavor favorites, or mix it up with new Gatorade mashups.
Traveling with them is real, like my first day traveling my asphalt part. Turf is just completely blistered.
Yeah, we support this product. What else is going on?
Just distracting yourself from the comedy wars.
Good morning. We made it out here to the river. We're gonna get all geared up. Today I think we're gonna start with some Euro some of these deeper holes down here on the lower end. And hopefully I can find out what they're eating, where they're eating. And then I guess the plan throughout the day is, depending how they're feeding in these big holes, or these deeper holes I should say, we'll decide whether or not we push forward, and then probably go throw some hopper dropper, dry dropper, because that might be the best approach today because the water's pretty low. I don't think they've had rain up here a couple weeks maybe. I could be wrong. I've not been watching the forecasts here too much, but from what I understand, I came last week and they hadn't had any rain, and then the water's still low. I don't think they've had any rain since last week either, so it's probably been a couple weeks. But I think temperature-wise, water temperature, outside temperature, and I think that I feel like they should be feeding. If I can just find out what they're eating and how deep they are today, we should have a pretty good day. Anyways, it's nice to just be out here. It's always a nice escape. Fly fishing's easily became my favorite pastime, favorite hobby. It brings a lot of peace of mind, and it's a pretty slow skill. It's a slow practice. Number one, it's a slow practice to learn, but number two, while you're out there, it's very slow, it's methodical, and you have to be conscientious of pretty much everything that's going on, whether that be weather conditions, whether that be shade, sun, what fly you're eating, what you're eating, what fly they're eating, what types of flies. It's very, I guess a good word for it would be, it's very personal. I enjoy that it's not just you go out and you cast and you catch something. It takes thought, which I really enjoy. It makes it feel like more of a, I guess, a developed skill rather than something that anybody can do. Anybody can learn it, but it's definitely your first few days, unless you're some phenom, are pretty difficult and involve a pretty decent curve in regards to learning. So I've really enjoyed learning it. this is a skill of all skills that I think I would like to do for the rest of my life. Otherwise, I don't really see any other or any reason I would stop. And then my wife and I would like to go out west in the future, move out west, which would just open up a whole new experience, a whole new path to fly fishing. So, I've been watching a lot of videos recently on bull trout. I'd love to catch a bull trout one day. Pretty high on my list, to be honest. But locally, what's pretty high on my list is to land a large brown. I'm talking like 20 inches or above. I had a pretty nice wilder brown the other day. I'll see if I can figure out how to edit that photo in. But that's probably the best I've caught yet in regards to brown trout. But oh, and I know there's some big rainbow in here. I've not got my hands on a big rainbow yet, ever. So that could be pretty cool to land. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. I think we'll have a good day. I gotta mess with some camera angles and foremost to kind of get an idea of how we're gonna set this stuff up today. And I don't know, we'll see what goes. First goal is to get one fish or one bite, so that with one fish I can say I didn't go home skunked. That's always the first step, and then we'll go from there. But all right, next time I see you, we should be in the water.
Let's work us back in first. I have to be a little extra cautious today because of how clear this water is. Oh, there's one. Not a bad rainbow. Hopefully I got him hooked good. Come here, buddy. Got to try to land him, or that doesn't count. And that's not a fish I want to lose starting today. It's not huge, but he's nice. Oh yeah, good start to the day. Very good start to the day. I am tickled about that. That's a great fish to start off on. Wonderful. Oh, super happy about that one. Looked like a nice healthy stalker. Now, like I always say, that's going to be a good only fish that I catch, or a good start to a good long day. I'm also really glad to get that on video. Typically, whenever I've tried to record since getting my GoPro, I will only catch fish whenever I'm not recording. So it's fast moving, but there's a lot of cover in there for them to hide. There should be one in there. Well, I'm sure there's. What I mean is I should be able to pull at least one out of there. But I don't think I'm presenting it very well. Alright, got one hooked on. I meant to press record, but I pressed the wrong button. So come on, buddy. Alright, wait. Alright, I got him. Get the rainbow. Catching some good sized little stocked fish today. Let's see if we can pull another one out of that hole. It's a very nice runner here. Yeah, it was another strike. That was another strike. Oh, I might be getting hung up. I think there's one sitting in there, I really do. All right, we're back with we got 7.6 Corvus Clearwater with a hopper dropper on it. We're in a more wild portion of the river. Let's see what we can do here. Euroing's super effective, but the water right now is just so low. It's going to be really difficult. I don't want to spend all day looking for spots to fish, and I can probably, whether it be a dry dropper, hopper dropper, or just a dry, I can fish this whole river today with this setup right here. So we'll starting at the back, but they'll probably be a little bit further up in that run. But and take it slow, work this well, and we'd love to find us some little wild fish. I guess that's kind of what I've moved over to, is wild rather than some big stalkers. We might get back into some of these holdover stalkers in a little bit once we get further up the river. Had a very pretty wild brown last time I fished this section. Last week. I caught him on just a little hopper, a little chubby Chernobyl, in a very small section of pocket water. There we go. Went a little wild. Come here, buddy. There we go. That's all it takes sometimes. Come on, buddy. Oh, down there. I know. I'll get you released quick. There it goes. Hopefully that's good news moving forward. What did I say? Every time my camera stops recording. Had an issue with my battery. So while I did, I pulled this guy out. If I can get him to stay calm for a second. That's a little rainbow. Alright, we're getting into him a little bit more now. Skinny little fella. Low water, low water. So, anyways, we'll just talking while we fish this. Had a good day so far. I'm not sure how well I captured it on video. I would like to think I probably didn't. But with that said, I got enough video to, well, I've got enough content to put into a video, I know that. Is it gonna be in the format of a fishing video? Probably not. Yeah. Definitely tried, but we're gonna go fish this run up here. Definitely tried, but at the same time, I've had some, I don't want to say GoPro issues today. There's some kinks I need to work out when it comes to filming. One of those is really just like battery life. I I don't know the best way to continuously record without my batteries dying. I mean, I'm not getting the whole fishing. I'd rather get some good recording in and then edit. But it seems like I'm having to kind of clip things. So we'll see. I'm sure there's a better process. I'll just have to take some recommendations and see what other people do and try to make the best of it that I can. Because I missed a lot of stuff today that I would have liked to gotten on video. But this is slick. You might get to watch me go down right here. That'd be good for content. Oh, that's a little. We're still catching them at a slower rate, but that's a pretty wild. I think. Sure, there's another one sitting in there. There's one following it. It's a wild bow. Try and put you back, buddy. Pretty wild bow. There he is, got him back. Good fish. Come back. Come back. So at this point, I'm really just having to pick apart a lot of these pools. I mean, there's not much water, so there's not many just gorgeous long runs right now. But what there is these small overlooked runs, like that one, and a couple up here, that I don't know much about trout behavior, but I can imagine in low water like this, they should be pushing into these deeper pools. It's kind of their only choice. So let's see if we can't try to pick some of these apart. I'm gonna go mess around down there too, just in case. But it's probably a much more effective method to all this, and I'm always, you know, I don't even want to say willing to receive, because I'm looking for advice and opinions, and let's start there and work up. So if any of you have good advice or even bad advice, let me know. Put it down in the comments. If you watch this, you think some of the shit that I'm doing is stupid, or there's a more effective way to do something I'm trying to do, let me know. You know, I am a new fly fisherman, so I am going to make many mistakes. But, and on the contrary to that, if there's anything I'm doing in this video that you don't know about or you want to know more about, leave that in the comments as well. I am new, but I'm sure I do have a little bit of knowledge that I could pass along, whether it be Euro nymphing or locations or I don't know, anything else. A lot of these pools look a lot deeper from the road. Looks like a little wild. Yeah, it is. Easy little guy. And if you see how quickly that came off, that's because these are barbless. No wild. Go, buddy. Good one. I definitely don't think I've ever seen the water this low, but it's, I don't know, it's an interesting experience. It takes, it's taking a little bit more accuracy. I'm having to be a little more specific with my nymphs or my placement. There should be one deep in here. There we go. It's a long fish. So at this point, I'd say the numbers aren't there like I had originally hoped, but I am very content, very happy with basically how this river's fished today. That's thorns, swallowed a bug, but I mean, with that said, I'm catching fish about everywhere I thought I'd catch fish. It took me a little while to figure out where they were, but because of the water so low, they're definitely pushed up. Most of them are in this white water, so I'm gonna push up a little further and see what else I can find. If you made it to this point, I'd love for you to give me a subscribe and hit a like on this video. I want to start pushing out a little bit more content, but I'm learning and only get so much time to fish. I'm just gonna have a full-time fireman, work 2 part-time jobs on the side, who's married, so trying my best to get out and get some fishing and recording done. But as you can tell, with the learning curve and the limited time that I do have to fish, I'm giving it my best shot. So thanks again for watching to this point. Let's go see what else we can get into. All right, this is the last spot today that we're gonna give a shot, but this spot particularly, we're only gonna fish the top of it. So we're done for the day, done fishing. We had a good day, I think. Hopefully you can tell by the video, but I'm not really sure how much content I gathered and how well put together it is. So I think it'll be a good video, especially a first video. So I mean, we probably totaled the day at 20 fish, 25 fish. They won't all be in the video. That reason's because I did terrible today with managing batteries, and I feel like every good fish I caught was with a dead battery. So that's not true. There were some really good ones I got on film, so just not the fight. The best one I caught today, I didn't even get to fight on video because I was fiddling with cameras and a dead battery. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. This is my first video on the On the Rise YouTube channel. Hopefully these videos will get a lot better just as time goes. I got to learn how to edit and definitely learn how to manage these batteries. I think I need to get more batteries, and then I think I definitely need to get a new pack, and hopefully I can get a waterproof one, or like just a little waterproof bag to carry my GoPro batteries. So anyways, thanks for watching. Once again, I'm Jonathan. Enjoy your day.